Today we delve into the world of Stoicism, exploring 5 signs that reveal the true nature of those we might consider evil. This isn't about judgment, but about understanding human nature through the lens of Stoic philosophy. The wisdom of ancient Stoics such as Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius will guide us in recognizing and responding to malevolent behavior with equanimity and strength. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more insights. Number 1. Deception and manipulation. The first sign of an evil person is their tendency to deceive and manipulate. Epictetus warned us, "He who has learned how to die has unlearned how to be a slave." This implies that freedom comes from recognizing and rejecting deceit. An evil person often uses lies and manipulation to control others, undermining their autonomy and sense of reality. They twist the truth to serve their own ends, creating a web of deceit that traps their victims. An evil person's manipulation can be subtle, making it difficult to detect at first. They may employ charm and flattery to gain your trust, only to exploit it later. This behavior aligns with Machiavellian tactics, where manipulation is used as a tool for personal gain without regard for moral considerations. Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of truth and integrity. As Seneca advises, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. It is essential to stay grounded in reality and not be swayed by the manipulations of others. By practicing mindfulness and self-awareness, we can protect ourselves from falling into the traps set by deceitful individuals. This means paying attention to actions rather than words, and seeking consistency between what someone says and what they do. Recognizing manipulation involves understanding the tactics used by manipulative individuals. These can include gaslighting, where they make you doubt your perceptions, or playing the victim to elicit sympathy. A key Stoic principle is the dichotomy of control, knowing what is within our control and what is not. We cannot control others' manipulative actions, but we can control our responses to them. By maintaining our composure and clarity, we can resist their attempts to destabilize us. Number 2. Lack of empathy and remorse. The second sign is a lack of empathy and remorse. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." An evil person often displays a complete disregard for the feelings and well-being of others. They lack the capacity for empathy, showing no remorse for the harm they cause. This absence of compassion reveals a deep moral void. Lack of empathy can manifest in various ways, such as ignoring others' pain, exploiting vulnerabilities, or displaying cruelty without any sense of guilt. Such individuals may be narcissistic, seeing others merely as tools for their own gratification. This is not just a psychological trait, but a moral failing, as it shows a disconnect from the basic human capacity for kindness and understanding. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate empathy and kindness, recognizing the shared humanity in all individuals. By doing so, we maintain our moral integrity, even when faced with those who lack it. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy, Marcus Aurelius advises. Instead of responding to cruelty with cruelty, we should strive to embody the virtues of patience, understanding, and forgiveness. Empathy is a cornerstone of Stoic ethics. It involves not only understanding others' perspectives, but also being moved by their experiences. This can be cultivated through practices such as reflection and meditation on the common humanity that binds us all. When dealing with someone who lacks empathy, it is crucial to protect oneself emotionally while not descending into bitterness or hatred. This balance can be maintained through regular self-reflection and adherence to Stoic virtues. Number 3. Consistent harmful behavior. The third sign of an evil person is their consistent harmful behavior. Seneca stated, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." Similarly, an evil person's harmful actions are not random. They are the result of a consistent pattern of behavior. This pattern often includes emotional, psychological, or even physical harm inflicted upon others. Consistent harmful behavior can be seen in bullying, habitual lying, or persistent disrespect. These actions are often premeditated, revealing a deliberate intention to cause harm. The consistency of such behavior indicates a deeply ingrained character trait, rather than a momentary lapse in judgment. Recognizing this pattern is crucial for self-protection. As Stoics, we are taught to accept what we cannot control and focus on what we can. We cannot change the nature of an evil person, but we can choose to distance ourselves from their harmful influence. By setting clear boundaries and prioritizing our well-being, we can prevent further harm and maintain our inner peace. Setting boundaries is a practical application of the Stoic principle of oikeiosis, or the proper affection for oneself. This involves recognizing one's own value and the right to be treated with respect. Establishing and maintaining boundaries requires both courage and wisdom. It may involve difficult conversations or even severing ties with toxic individuals. However, protecting oneself from consistent harm is essential for preserving one's well-being and integrity. 4. Exploitation of trust and goodwill. An evil person often preys on the kindness and generosity of others, using these virtues to their advantage. They exploit the trust placed in them, often betraying it for personal gain. This behavior is particularly insidious because it undermines the very foundation of healthy relationships. Exploitation of trust can occur in various contexts, such as personal relationships, professional settings, or even broader social interactions. It involves taking advantage of others' good nature, leading to feelings of betrayal and disillusionment. This can have long-lasting effects on the victims, eroding their ability to trust others in the future. Stoicism teaches us to be wise and discerning in our interactions with others. Epictetus advises, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By maintaining our composure and not allowing ourselves to be exploited, we can protect our integrity and self-respect. It is important to balance trust with caution, ensuring that our goodwill is not taken advantage of by those with malicious intent. Building resilience against exploitation involves strengthening our inner resources and developing a keen sense of discernment. This can be achieved through regular self-examination and reflecting on past experiences. By learning from these experiences, we can better identify red flags and take proactive steps to protect ourselves. Moreover, cultivating a strong support network can provide additional protection against those who seek to exploit our trust. 5. Absence of moral conscience. The fifth and final sign is the absence of a moral conscience. An evil person often acts without regard for moral or ethical considerations. They are driven solely by their own desires and ambitions, with no concern for the consequences of their actions on others. This absence of a moral compass leads to a life of chaos and destructiveness. An absence of moral conscience is evident in behaviors such as persistent lying, cheating, or inflicting harm without guilt. Such individuals may rationalize their actions, believing that the ends justify the means. This moral relativism allows them to justify any behavior that serves their interests, regardless of the harm it causes to others. In contrast, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living a virtuous life, guided by wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. As Marcus Aurelius reflected, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By nurturing a strong moral conscience, we can navigate the complexities of life with clarity and purpose. When confronted with those who lack such a conscience, we must remain steadfast in our own principles and avoid being swayed by their negative influence. Developing and maintaining a strong moral conscience involves regular reflection on one's values and actions. This can be supported by studying the teachings of Stoic philosophers and applying their principles to daily life. Additionally, seeking feedback from trusted mentors or peers can provide valuable insights into one's moral development. By continually striving for self-improvement and adherence to Stoic virtues, we can resist the negative influences of those who lack a moral conscience. Conclusion. In recognizing these 5 signs of an evil person, we are not casting judgment but seeking to understand and protect ourselves. The teachings of Stoicism provide us with the tools to navigate these challenging interactions with wisdom and strength. By staying true to our principles, practicing discernment, and maintaining our inner peace, we can rise above the malevolence of others and continue our journey towards a virtuous life. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Stoic wisdom applied to understanding human nature. Remember, the path to true contentment lies within, and it is through the mastery of our own emotions and actions that we find lasting peace. If you found this video enlightening, subscribe for more insights, and let's continue to grow together in wisdom and fortitude. Until next time, embrace the wisdom of the Stoics, and let it guide you in all aspects of life. For as Seneca wisely said, "He who is brave is free. Be brave, be free, and live a life of virtue and wisdom."